Welcome back to another day in my life. So we're starting today by going to the Google office, me and Raja, to visit our best buddy, Bobby. So for those who are new here, I'm the founder of Anja Health, which helps pregnant parents freeze stem cells from their umbilical cords and placenta to use for future disease treatment. Raja and Bobby are also founders. Well, Bobby is an exit founder, now works at Google. Raja, would you like to introduce your company?
Hi, I'm a co-founder of Coral AI, which is an AI research tool.
Today is a little bit of an atypical day in the life. Although we do different things every week, I feel like one thing that does stay consistent is our side quests. So maybe it is more typical than I would like to foresee.
Are we going to LA?
No, LA.
That's not how you say it, though.
Are we going?
LA.
I'm from LA.
Well,
don't say
you did the upward list.
Okay,
Yeah.
It's like LA.
LA.
Getting there.
Yeah.
I feel like you have to walk into it with the
Are we going to LA?
the L sounds weird.
Okay, that's like EL. That's
You're giving Chicago.
Okay, that is kind of Chicago.
No, it's not a question.
No.
In fact, it goes down
I'm
because of
from
the vocal
LA.
fry.
Oh, you say LA.
Yeah.
LA.
Yeah, the vocal fry at the end.
Yes.
I took some meetings at Google. I had a meeting with our engineer and head of growth, and then I had my one-on-one with our head of growth as well to discuss some of our big bugs that are happening, CX issues, and also some engineering issues that we've been working through. So I did all that at the Google office before we headed out.
That's actually a good picture.
Okay, next side quest of the day, going to the office.
Time to make haste.
So we did our Google side quest, now headed to the office. And then another side quest I'm doing later today is the founder and CEO of Nucleus Genomics, which shares an investor with me, asked to set me up on a blind date based on genetic compatibility because I previously did a genetic test with Nucleus. And so tonight I'm going on that blind date, and a New Yorker reporter is also going to be attending the date because they're going to try and feature this new feature in the New Yorker. So stay tuned. Yay. No. Okay, posted up at the office.
Running in the subway tunnel.
Oh my gosh, on the subway, this man, I was trying to film this art that I saw in the subway, and then the artist, I didn't see him, but he like literally popped up out of nowhere and was like, "Stop taking pictures of my art, you Chinese cockroach." And he started following us.
We were like running.
Wait, and he was painting something?
No, he was just like sitting, waiting for people to buy the art.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
That is unacceptable.
Wait, do you want to give a little intro to your company?
Oh yeah. Hi, I'm Anthony. I'm a nurse and the founder of ADNI. We're building a professional network for healthcare workers. So healthcare workers can find jobs, buy their gear, access support on our platform, and it's called ADNI. And this is our office. Welcome.
With other YC founders.
Just eating some snacks to get through the day.
Now we're getting to work. Let's get cracking.
Let's get to work.
I did a little bit of work in the YC office and introduced some of my founder friends because they had some synergies, as founders love to say. Basically, I was experimenting with a lot of image generation in ChatGPT because they recently improved that. We're also using Runway ML to play with some video generation. So what I'm doing is using ChatGPT to come up with the exact prompts for Runway ML, and I'm also using ChatGPT to generate images for Runway ML to be able to animate. So that's a really interesting part of what I'm doing now work-wise. Oh, also this morning I forgot to vlog that I went to Pilates, and that was my third day in a row going to Pilates. I got a Body Rock Unlimited membership where you do Pilates as many classes as you want for only $150, which is a crazy deal. But anyways, I also wanted to give a little OOTD while I'm in the office bathroom because they have a really nice full-length mirror. Okay, shoes, I forget where they're from. I feel like I got them in college in like 2018 maybe. I don't remember honestly, maybe Zara. Jeans, thrifted, shirt, mom's closet, probably 90s vibes. This, I think I also thrifted. Thought it was good. Sita said that straight leg cuts are coming back in again, so you heard it here first. And I got a new haircut, plus my nails done this week. This is my first haircut with more texture. It's kind of giving Rachel Green, if you ask me.
I actually need a book of desk here for tomorrow.
End of the workday. Wait, so I left my bathing suit at Othership a few weeks ago after going to Othership, and then I just went in to get my bathing suit, and I brought my two friends, Nate and Raja, with me, And then Nate recognized Dr. Mark Hyman emerging from Othership and just stopped him. And then I started chatting with him too. So the craziness of the New York serendipity. And I'm now on my way to the Nucleus Genomics blind date. So today is a very busy serendipitous day filled with multiple side quests. Are you having fun on this date?
Having tons of fun. We're about to go through our genetic profile.
Okay, yes. Shout out to Nucleus.
We're gonna figure out if we have kids, which means the date's going well.
Okay.
That if they'll be compatible or not.
Okay, yes. I still have to figure out my password. Okay. Shout out to Nucleus Genomics. I essentially connected with their founder, Kian, because we share an investor, Alexa Ohanian, and so we met at an investor dinner. He is just so ambitious and driven and is building something really amazing with Nucleus. And he was even telling me, which I thought was so insightful, that he's trying to marry culture with genetics, because in the past, I feel like the perception with 23andMe and such has been so scientific. And if you can capture a moment like dating as a result of your genetic history and such, then you can really be a part of a cultural moment. And so they launched this new family feature where you can see your genetic compatibility if you were to have children and if they would be at risk for any diseases. And I was telling him that I think one potential future idea is almost like a dating app where you actually have a swipe type of feature and your curated matches with people that would be genetically compatible with you. Because for someone like me, where I grew up with a disabled younger brother and such, that is a concern. Like my brother's cerebral palsy wasn't genetic, of course, but it just makes me really wary about future health concerns of my family members. So I think that that is something important to keep in mind. So this date was a part of that concept, and it's so cool. Okay, so I'm on my way home from the date. Why did today genuinely feel like the craziest day? Like I feel like I've lived like 8 lives. Good thing I've lost it. It was a unique experience because the New Yorker reporter was literally writing on a notepad every single thing that we were saying and also recording it for an hour and a half. And prior to the date, Nucleus Genomics PR person had a call with me and told me to basically consider nothing off the record. And so every single thing that I said, I was so conscious of. Like, it's a good thing that I'm an open book. It felt like I was on Love Island because they were just writing down every single thing. And so you know that obviously the most value add thing that I could get out of this is a potential backlink for my company because the New Yorker has such amazing domain authority. So I kept discussing my company and such to the reporter. Then after an hour and a half, he left. Alrighty, so I'm home now. Anyways, the reporter was recording every single thing. Like the guy that was also on the date, shout out, because I was 10 minutes late, of course. He said at the beginning of the date, the reporter asked him like, oh, are you feeling like awkward? Do you think that it'll be an awkward experience? And he was like, I don't really feel like I feel awkward often. And then he saw the reporter write on the notepad, doesn't feel awkward often. And everything was recorded. So I did go off the record twice because I wanted to talk about things that I just felt like I didn't necessarily want to be in the New Yorker, but the rest of it was cool. He said it's not certain that the article will be published because it just really depends on what the editor ultimately picks up. He's an editor too, but he said it just really depends, but he felt strongly about the piece. And either way, I think it was really cool. And I got to kind of trial the Nucleus Genomics compatibility piece where you send, basically one person sends their link to the other person, you can open it and then see your compatibility genetically. So both of us did do it. And we saw that there was like a chance that our child might have pancreatitis. And then the reporter asked us how it made us feel, how we thought about love, if we felt like maybe doing that exercise was like some form of discrimination, which I thought was an interesting question, but ultimately I actually don't think so because in general I'm a techno optimist and I think I'd rather be informed. Plus I am in the process of writing a piece right now for the Palladium with Kat, as I mentioned in my DC vlog, and we talk about just the optimism that we have around birth related technologies and sort of the responsibility that parents may have to take part in that. And I think that this kind of thing is something that could be a part of that for sure. So overall, really unique experience. And I'm glad I got to meet another founder. That was cool because he was also a founder, but I literally knew nothing about him beforehand. So this is truly the most blind date I've ever been on in my whole life. And a New Yorker reporter was third wheeling it. So that was really interesting. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other interesting tidbits. Highlights of the day include lunch at Google, going to my YC office, introducing my friend Nate to my other friend Jits, and seeing what kind of synergies and learnings they may be able to get from one another. there, meeting Dr. Mark Hyman randomly. I DM'd him after, and then going on this random date. Now it's 9 p.m. and I'm gonna go to sleep, but thanks for spending the day with me. It's a good thing I already worked out because it would have been crazy to work out right now. So yeah.
Hey vlog! Welcome to my Pilates class.
Pilates with dogs, plus Ellen.
It's actually a really exclusive studio.
Wait, literally, this is probably one of the hardest classes I've done. It's like harder than solid core.
I know.
Although my vlog was mostly my day in the life yesterday, today's the new day, and I forgot to vlog the morning. Ellen, shout out. Today's morning activity side quest was to take a lesson taught by Sita, my bestie, and Ellen, her bestie in residence. And it was actually like one of the hardest Pilates classes ever because Sita's so strict with doing form like properly. I actually have once had a private Pilates lesson at Equinox as a part of a free offering, but it wasn't as difficult as today's. Even so, I think because Sita knows that I have this hamstring injury, so she was really focused on improving my piriformis syndrome and having hip stability, so it was extremely difficult, and I had to do modifications almost all the time.
But
Anyways.
just because you do modifications doesn't mean that you're not strong. Modifications is making sure that...
Really?
Yes.
I feel like, but are you
No,
sure
no.
that I'm not weak?
No, you're not.
AF?
No, you're not. Like, you have strength in other parts that someone may have complete weakness in.
Oh, okay.
So modifications are really there because everyone's body is different.
Okay.
So, like, because I have scoliosis, for example, like, if
You
I
do?
Yeah, if I do, like, but you couldn't tell.
Did you get surgery?
No.
Oh.
Like, you could do, like, rotational things,
Mhm.
and for you, it's probably going to be really easy, but for me, it's really difficult.
It was at this moment that she knew. She fucked up.
Ellen's also becoming a vlogger, so subscribe to her channel.
I'm just the star in all the vlogs.
No, she's piggybacking off of all of our success.
Yeah, are you kidding me? I want to be like Steph Shep.
Oh, slay.
Like, you guys can be Kim, and I'll be Steph in the back.
Slay. So that was my 4th day doing Pilates, and I know I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow.
also probably like your body is tired.
But that was an excellent class. Watching our own vlog on the big screen. But do you think the scary is good for you? Now we're co-working. I took a call, did a little bit of worky work, and that's 24 hours of my life. Thanks for coming along on my side quests.